Good morning everyone. During earlier classes, we have started the revision of lesson 2, name of the chapter Natural Resources, Land, Soil and Water, in which we have covered only 2 paragraphs and also conduct one assessment test through Google form. Now dear student, today I am going to revise your next paragraph 3rd, which are given as some important facts related with the soil and how humus forms. Now I am going to follow book lines. Lithosphere consists of the loose surface materials called soil. Loose surface material which presents on the lithosphere known as soil, because lithosphere normally known as Asthal Mandal. Lithosphere is sphere of rocks. Earlier we have discussed lithosphere means sphere of rocks, but those loose materials which presents on the earth surface, which formed by the action of agent of gradations, like after the weathering process, after the erosion process, when these two processes are combined together, then it's known as denudations. And due to denudation process, loose materials are developed over the surface, laying on the surface beds as a sediments, considered soils, but it is not essential. Same soil is considered also fertile soil, because it's eroded materials which eroded by the action of the agent of gradation. But now there is some process remaining. When dead and decaying parts of animals and plants add within these loose materials, then increase the fertility of soil, and such materials which increase the fertility of soil is known as humus. Remember it. Now in second line is written, it is a combination of organic and inorganic matter. Soil is what? Soil is composition of organic and inorganic matter. Here is one question. What do you mean by the term organic and inorganic matter? Everything which have life considered organic, and everything which have no life considered inorganic. So when organic materials like plants and animals and inorganic materials like sand, silt and soils, these are joined together, then form the soil. Remember it. Now the organic component which consists of dead and decomposed parts of the animals and plant. Earlier I have told you that organic component related with the life, like plant and animal have life. So when organic component which consists of dead and decomposed parts of the animals, ये एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स के मरने से जो डिकम्पोज्ड मीन्स क्या, जो सड़ गल जाती हैं चीज़ें, तो उससे जो चीज़ें बनती हैं उसको हम बोलते हैं ह्यूमस. कलर ऑफ ह्यूमस lightly black, either in brown color. When it's added in soil, then increase the fertility of soil. Especially during the rainy seasons when flood came in our local areas, so many plants and animals also get flooded due to the velocity of water and sediments near the banks of river, either near the valley region. These materials increase the fertility of soil, renovate the soil capacity. Remember it. The inorganic component is formed by the rock particles and minerals. Rock particles, when break down in small pieces, disintegrated into small pieces, and also having the minerals, then these are considered the inorganic components, and these inorganic components add with the organic materials and form soil. Soil is formed as a result of long continued weathering process of rocks. पहले ही हमने बात किया, वेदरिंग, इरोजन, डेनुडेशन, सारी प्रक्रियाएं होती हैं। तो जब एक लंबी प्रक्रिया चलती है चट्टानों के ऊपर वेदरिंग का, वेदर के इफ़ेक्ट से, हाई टेम्परेचर और लो टेम्परेचर के कारण चट्टानें जब कमज़ोर हो जाती हैं तो वो टूटने लगती हैं और अपनी जगह पर ही पड़ी रहती हैं। और एजेंट ऑफ ग्रेडेशंस लाइक रिवर वाटर विंड्स जब उस पर वर्क करता है तो उस पर इरोड कर देता है, काट करके, बहा करके, ट्रांसपोर्ट करके कहीं पे जमा कर देता है। तो सो वेदरिंग एंड इरोजन प्रोसेस इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ swell, and this process take place over the mountain regions, over the pieces of rocks, and these rocks are the primary sources of soil formation. It is clear. It is also contain water and air which occupy its pore spaces. It also contain water and air. What also contain water and air? Pieces of rocks which occupy its pore spaces. जो छिद्र होता है चट्टानों में उससे हवाएं और जो है जल एंट्री किए रहते हैं, जो कि चट्टानों को कमज़ोर बनाने का काम करते हैं। About 90% of world's population inhabited in the plain areas of the alluvial swells of the tropical and subtropical region. Here is one questions. Question is that why 90% population live in the plain area? Why not live in the plateau region, either the mountain, either hill area? Because plain area provides them a good opportunity for the practice of agriculture. And people want to practice agriculture because productions of agriculture yields help to survive them. If they are not going to receive food stuff from the agriculture field, then how can they survive? That is why the first choice of permanent settlement of human being is near the bank area, because bank area is considered the plain region which formed by the action of a river. What is alluvial swell? Here is one again question. What is alluvial swell? Actually, dear student, alluvial swell in Hindi known as jalod. jalod. jalod means जल के लुढ़कने से बनने वाली मिट्टी। ये याद रखिएगा हमेशा। लोढ़ना, नेलना, लोढ़ना, रोलिंग करना, तो जलोढ़, जल जो है लुढ़कता है, alluvial swell. Alluvial swell formed by the action of river, in which material which carry either transported by the river from the mountain regions on the basis of steep slope over the mountain regions, again it start to spread over the plain regions, and these sediment materials help to increase the fertility of soil. So by this way we can say plain are formed by the action of river, and plain area mostly have alluvial swell. But here is again one questions, what is the type of alluvial swell? Their alluvial swell categorized into two groups. Remember it, old alluvial swell and new alluvial swell. Old alluvial swell is known as Bangar. Remember it, name of the swell is Bangar, and the new alluvial swell is known as Khadar. Earlier formed plain regions by the action of river is known as old alluvial swell region, and area which formed by the action of river year by year known as new alluvial swell area, which is also known as Khadar. It is clear? Now further written, these are the areas of intensive crop cultivation. Intensive crop cultivation. Which area is under the intensive crop cultivation? Plain area. Because more population lies in the plain area, that is why there is more population pressure over the agricultural land. And main motto of the people is what? They want to produce more and more crops. They have no chance to leave any patches of land. So such type of agriculture is considered the intensive agriculture. In Hindi we can say गहन कृषि, है ना. पॉपुलेशन का प्रेशर ज़्यादा है तो वहाँ पे प्रोडक्शन हमको ज़्यादा निकालना होगा, सबकी नीड जैसे पूरी हो सके. तो दैट इज़ वाई पीपल्स प्रैक्टिस इन सच एरिया इंटेंसिव क्रॉप कल्टीवेशन, मीन्स गहन फसल की खेती करते हैं विद द हाई एल्ड्स, ज़्यादा उपज के साथ, क्योंकि प्रोडक्शंस भी कम होगा तो फिर सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएंगे लोग. ऑल दीज एरियाज सपोर्ट डेंस पॉपुलेशन. प्लेन रीजन्स सपोर्ट टू डेंस पॉपुलेशन. घनी आबादी को ये प्लेन एरिया सपोर्ट करता है एग्रीकल्चर लैंड प्रोवाइड करके. इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट स्पर्स पॉपुलेशन इज सीन इन द एरियाज ऑफ हाई एल्टीट्यूड. स्पर्स पॉपुलेशन मीन्स बिखरी हुई आबादी. इसी के संदर्भ में इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट मीन्स व्हाट, इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट ऑफ द प्लेन रीजन्स, हिल रीजन्स हैव स्पर्स पॉपुलेशन बिकॉज ड्यू टू द सम natural limitation, physical limitation. Over the hill area all regions is not good for the practice of agriculture. That is why over the hill regions, such area which have some plain regions only used by the peoples for the production of crops. That is why number of peoples also less over the hill regions, over the plateau area also. So here is given areas where population are found as a sparse manners. High altitudes means ज़्यादा ऊंचाई पे, means पर्वतों के ऊपर आबादी कम होगी. In desert regions, maybe desert lies in cold, either in hot desert, either cold desert. चाहे वो राजस्थान हो, चाहे वो आपका लद्दाख हो, आबादी वहाँ पे कम होगी. In equatorial forest, equatorial forest means forest which develop near the equator. Tropical evergreen forests are the main plants which lies in these regions. So due to density of plants, there is also very less place for the making of development of settlements. बहुत ज़्यादा घने वन होते हैं, इसलिए वहाँ पर भी आबादी बहुत कम पाई जाती है. तो where slopes are steep, slopes कहाँ पे steep होगा, तीव्र ढाल. steep means तीव्र ढाल. slopes are steep over the mountain regions. Temperature is either too hot, either too cold. Where in the case of desert, and soils are thin or infertile. Where over the mountain region. Thin means पतली मिट्टी होती है, infertile उपजाऊ मिट्टी नहीं होती है. These areas are inhabited by the people who are engaged in different work like hunting, gathering, fishing, shifting, agriculture. इन कामों को जो लोग करते हैं, है ना. Primitive peoples follow the hunting and fishing process. Shifting cultivations all over the country, mostly followed by the tribal peoples. Shifting cultivation also known as in northern eastern part of the country as झूमिंग cultivations, and also known as in different name in the different part of the country. झूमिंग cultivation also. Like name of the shifting cultivations towards the western Ghat is Kumari. Remember it. In MP, Madhya Pradesh, shifting cultivation known as Dahiya. Their name is different. You can read in class 10. Okay. So these are the few informations regarding one topic, land as resources. Now in next video we have discussed about the land use and their land use patterns in our next revision class. Thank you.